How we doing on this Tuesday, Vol Nation? Frank, House of Orange Sports Channel coming at you. Thought some pretty cool stuff for Lady Vols basketball here. Of course, they're had a couple rough games. Tough loss last night to South Carolina. Tough loss earlier in the week to Texas. But still, with this program, they're staying with these top teams within 10 points of them. They're doing good things right now. It's just a matter of, will they get over the hump this year or when is it? But come out during the last couple of days here that 3 of the 5 signees that they have been named McDonald's All-Americans. And that does tie with Stanford this year as well. So Mia Paldo, Denia Prawl, Jada Seville, all 3 named McDonald's All-Americans. And we can sit here and say what we want with, basically the current team. They're playing hard. They're playing their guts out right now. It's, it's a tall task against these better teams right now. We found out some of that last night with playing South Carolina, but the talent that they're bringing in, the way they're recruiting, they're getting, these 2026 and beyond classes are getting top-notch talent in for visits. But right now you have 5, based on the publication, basically top 50 prospects coming in. You couple that with who's coming back next year. You add in who will they add through the portal. It's a pretty good team, man. This thing's looking good right now. And we knew coming into this season, especially when we got to conference play, there's going to be some growing pains in here. You fix second, third quarter issues. Where are you at last night? Of course, I had some South Carolina fan tell me I'm delusional, I guess, for pointing out that the second and third quarters didn't go well. I have to say right now, Auburn fans and South Carolina fans, I'm about over right now. And Ohio State, all 3 of them can move along for all I care. But this, to me, looking at where this Lady Vols program is at, who's coming back next year, you got to be really excited with it. 3 McDonald's All-Americans. I don't have it pulled up as to when the last time that might have happened in Knoxville is. But, looking at these rankings for these, you've got, according to Mia Paldo ranks, according to Hoop Girls, number 11 overall. Denia Prawl ranks 14. Jada Seville ranks 32. Lauren Hurst ranks 42. Maya Paldo ranks 56th. According to 24/7, Denia Prawl ranks 6th. Jada Seville 13th. Mia Paldo 16th. Maya Paldo 49th. Lauren Hurst 50th. That's some big time talent that's coming in for the Lady Vols next year. And, that's the name of the game for them. You look at it and people said, well, they need some height. Well, Lauren Hurst is 6'3", according to 24/7. Maya Paldo 5'6". She's listed as a shooting guard. Going on up here just a little bit, you got Mia Paldo. She is rated 5'6". She is rated as the point guard. Jada Seville's right at 6 foot. She's listed as a small forward, more of a wing. And then Denia Prawl, she's 6'1". She's listed as one as well. If you go back in and look at some of their video and stuff, not only it's a versatile 6'1", a versatile 6 foot with Seville, with Prawl, and what they add to the equation, because I think this Lady Vols team does need some size. And you look at it right now in terms of who they lose. They lose Spear. They lose Favor Ajadele, I think it is pronounced. Tess Darby is a 5th-year senior. Sarah Puckett, Kaya Wynn. Kaya Wynn actually will be back. Samara Spencer, Jillian Hollingshed. Those will be gone next year. You're returning Whitehorn, Spearman, Edie Darby, Avery Strickland, Kanaya Boyd, Talasia Cooper, Destiny Wells. Wells is listed as a redshirt senior, so she'll be out of eligibility, and Alyssa Latham. That's a pretty good group you're bringing back. Spencer will be a loss. She's kind of been the floor general. There's your Spear, of course. She's been big with shots. Didn't have her best game last night, but she's had some big games here as well. But you're adding 5 top 50 players along with returning really kind of your main, kind of a main core, I would say, right now. The key now is going to be who do you go out and add through the portal. I think one thing they're probably seeing is that they're going to have to go out and add some size. They're going to have to go out and add some post players. That's kind of an Achilles heel right now. South Carolina, I feel like that was the difference in the game last night. I mean, South Carolina did shoot better from 3-point range, but really when it boiled down to it, and the surprising thing to me is how much the Lady Vols out-rebounded South Carolina. But still yet, I thought the defense, South Carolina was able to get to the basket. They kind of took over in that regard. And, it was a 7-point game last night. Lady Vols did a good job to come back. They did a good job to make it close. But this type player that Kim Caldwell's recruiting, that's what's going to bring this program back to where, it's place that I think Lady Vols fans are accustomed to in college basketball prior to, it's been a little bit, obviously, but I still think overall this program is viewed in a good light. The biggest thing to me with it is you've got Kim Caldwell's getting positive press for less than a week after having a baby. She's back. There was something on Good Morning America this morning about it. Thinking I saw that there were some other news outlets had it as well, but just her style of play, she has good recruiters on her staff. That's going to go a long way with it. And they've had a good season so far. They've had a good season. SEC play has been tougher, yes, but I think we knew that. This is not a shock. This is not a shock going in. And bottom line is keep growing, keep progressing. Are there flaws on this current team? Yes. But, if they're here a few years down the line, yeah, maybe you get concerned with it. Year one, though, you're fitting your players to your system. And, they are her players. She had the awesome press conference. I can't remember which game it was now. Was it the LSU game? Talked about it, said they are her players. So she's molding these players to fit her system with it or not. And maybe some of them don't fit it. But they're still her players. She's still putting them in what they're doing. The one thing we're seeing is with the rotations and stuff, they've been fresher than pretty much everyone in the fourth quarter. And, that's gone a long ways. The problem is they've dug themselves some deficits that were hard to come out of prior to that. Last night was one of those examples. And I've even seen Carolina fans saying, well, their team was exhausted. Of course, they started shooting bad shots. Well, that's what you do when you're tired. That's the definition of basketball. When you get tired, you don't have the best shots or anything. I hate to tell you that's what it is on it. But you got to be encouraged. You got to be encouraged if you're a Tennessee fan as to where this is going. And, yeah, I get it. There's some, people want that big win. Will it happen this year? We'll see. There's still a lot of basketball left to play. A lot of it left to be played. So we'll see. We'll see where they go moving forward. But I love the recruiting class they brought in. You're pretty much, I feel you're hitting a lot of things with this class. And the key is going to be going to that portal, adding a couple players, probably 2, maybe no more than 3 to the portal. And I think that's really where you're going to set yourself apart. And that's really where you're going to take that next step. You've got the talent coming in through your high school class. You've got some excellent talent returning. Now, will there be some people transfer? I think you've always got to be prepared for it in this day and age. But with that style and that system, though, a lot of people are playing. Maybe they're like, hey, I'm not going to play anymore. If I go somewhere else, I'll sit here and develop and see where it goes. But just wanted to put that out there tonight. Tennessee men plays Kentucky tonight, 7 o'clock. No live show. Like I said, I'm on a sabbatical from live shows right now. But if there's not content post-game tonight, there will be something in the morning all night. You guys have a great rest of your evening. Make sure you hit that like, that share, that subscribe. The likes are big right now because when you upset opposing fan bases, they like to come in with those thumbs down. So any thumbs up you provide can counteract those along the way. They don't like it when you disagree with their opinions a lot, for sure. But honestly, though, the biggest thing, make sure you hit that subscribe, share that content out. It's greatly appreciated. Have a great rest of your evening. Vols, Kentucky, always a great day to wear the orange, and go Vols.